the perennial winner, Jacob deGrom, finished third.
Now what'll be interesting, Spilly, your field letter. Let's see how it plays out, because he missed the zone a little bit in the spring, and he misses his first two offerings.
In the strike zone.
Tapia taking after the first two misses.
A big margin for error.
And this is fly ball to fairly deep left center field with plenty of room and time to get under it for.
So that
Here's the 0-1 to Fuentes, now 0-2.
right here, it gets a little bit wild. Pull the foul pole.
He gets a swing and a miss from Fuentes, 2 outs.
Go away and do it against the pitcher of Clayton Kershaw's ability is really remarkable.
The Indians.
The DH not having a full complement of teams hurt him.
That's smoked up the middle. Oh, and a diving stop by Lux. And he gets the out. For 2 in attendance, and another great crowd tonight. As that pitch is at the bottom of the zone, a strike to Charlie Blackmon. And Charlie, he's not going to have his first hit of the year. Just stayed up too long.
Hit it too hard.
Garrett Hampson involved. You know, a lot of singles too. The Rockies runs the last time that they had scored 8 runs with only 2 extra, won a game with that situation was in 2013 in the summer against Milwaukee. 4-0 LA, but a lot of time. And a 4-pitch walk to Crone. With 1 out in the bottom of the second, the Rockies have their initial base run.
Talking to the Orediggers about just the use of analytics in baseball.
Bellinger almost didn't make that catch.
Well, I think what he was.
Here's Chris Owings.
The amazing part for me watching Trevor Bauer is that he has engaged with a bunch of different athletes on a level of different hobbies and passions outside of sport. And for the engineers at
popularity and making it, you know, cool for young people. I think Trevor Bauer, 2-1 with 2 outs on Owings. And that's in there. C.J. Crone walked. 2-2. And Chris Owens ball. He was converted behind the plate.
Here, when you're having this discussion, especially with somebody as vocal as Trevor Bauer's been, I tend, using Rapsodo, Edgertronics, I'd like to think that all these pitching academies are helping these athletes get better with their spin rate. And it certainly looks like that's the case with Trevor Bauer.
Other guys that have certainly increased their spin rate just based on some of the feedback they get. I'm not going to pay attention to it.
I mean, I'll give you an example, and that's it's a camera, a high-speed camera, and there's strike 3. High-speed camera that allowed him to see when the ball came off his fingertip. And because of that, he was able to focus on his middle finger.
For 5 yesterday, drove in a couple of runs. Big swing and a miss.
That's now 31 pitches.
Hitting streaks, as that's in the zone, can overlap seasons. He's got an 8-game hitting streak going.
Put in a lot of hard work and effort. And the energy with which he plays the game.
1-2. It's going to fall out of play down the left field line.
lower the strikeout rate, the higher the on base is going to go.
Yeah, not this time. Bauer with his 4th strikeout.
There's 6 pitchers in the major leagues that are making over
Kershaw and Price. And this is to a retreating Turner and on 1 hop.
That was designed like that.
Yep, inside Spilly.
I've wasted it all on Bitcoin.
Told you not to do that. Spilly has the hardest, Story has the hardest hit ball of the night. Really have problems.
Ball is 104.
On the corner with the slide. And that slider off the plate. How about 2th area? That's fouled off.
Remember, because the Rockies got a pick because
The year was Trevor Bauer. And Bauer wins the battle with Story. And check this, striking out Story. 5 strikeouts now for Bauer. Blackman also hit the ball hard his first time. The CLA team had 9 guys drafted.
is Patty Barrels on that team?
Patty Barrels was on that team. Tyler Heineman was on that team. This is to second. Lux pulls it to his chest and throws out Blackman. And I assume, Spilly, you're down pretty close. 2-0 on Crone. CJ walked on 4 pitches with 1 out in the second. Just caught the Subaru strikes.
Major League level is hard.
That used to be automatic, especially up 8-0.
Right.
It's one thing if it.
That's fair ball. Turner's got time. And he throws it wildly to first. And Crone will end up at second. Well, Turner made a throwing error yesterday, and that's a routine play. And Spilly, you're
That ball sails on you.
McMahon takes a strike. Ryan.
Trevor.
And McMahon strikes out. That's 6 strikeouts for Bauer. Here's the strikeout victim, his initial at bat. And he checked the swing, fouled it off, 0-1.
Because the ball's coming so fast, and I know.
And that is strikeout number 7 for Bauer.
He's really going to.
And Bauer comes back and strikes out the side. Cheer for Sam.
And for Trevor, he's been ahead of Aaron in the count. Everybody else has been behind in the count.
That's a ball, and that ends a string of 12 consecutive pitches in the zone. That
Just one pitch, or here's a sinker, sliders. He's commanded that.
Two and two, still a really young player at the big league level, and he has had some flat ball game in the ninth inning with 2 outs. And this is going to be gloved by Seager. So 1 out in the 6th inning, and the Rock
To help.
slider fouled off.
That was the 6th longest since 1901.
Tapia has the bat broken. Lux. 2 out. Just missed in the Subaru strike zone. 1.795. In other words, this ball slammed to deep left, but it's got a hook on it. 0.795. So
second in the league in strikeouts, and he didn't make an error all year.
Which was best in baseball with the four-seamer. And he goes to the slider, and he has his 9th strikeout to end the inning. 17 pitches. Trevor, line drive, base hit. Won't be a no-hitter at Coors Field for Trevor Bauer. Hitter against South Carolina 2 starts ago. This ball's driven to deep right field, way back, and gone. Charlie Blackmon with the Rockies' first homer of the year. A 2-run shot here in the 7th against Bauer. First hit of the year. Crone takes a strike. So he no-hit South Carolina because his pitch count was at 105.
Yeah.
And tonight he got the start against LS. It was 20 consecutive innings in the SEC without allowing a hit. He gave up a hit in the 5th inning. So Jack Leiter, who is projected to be the first or second projections right now, Coomer Rocker. 20 no-hit innings.
Doing it year after year after year. Well, we were talking about Ben earlier. You know, Ben played in 3 College World Series. They won 2 of them at Vanderbilt, but you know, some of his teammates,
they're not.
Yeah.
So Coach Corbin's recruited
For a scholarship, I think that's pretty easy sell.
Ball 4. So C.J. Crone has been on 3 times to
Dollar guy.
This ball lifted high and deep right field. It's got a chance to go. Ryan McMahon with a 2-run home run. Rockies having a 7th inning.
Walk, home run.
Something to cheer about on what's been a dark night for the Rockies. They were getting no hit. They're not really recruiting anymore. They're selecting. It goes back. You know, it's the same. We want you, and if they wanted you, you can't.
But I understand that it's a lot of effort to get that great talent to the next level.
But Spilly, how much fun did you have, Coach?
Outside on Hampson, 3-2. It's going to be over in Spilly territory, a little bit out of his reach. Another 3-2, and Hampson
is on it.
was